Now let's see how Peter describes our present world. In verse 3, he describes it as a scoffing world. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust. Now, there are people who think that you and I are ready for the happy farm. They believe that we are crazy. They scoff at what we preach. They scoff at the idea of God. They scoff at the idea of a judgment. They scoff at the idea of the second coming of Jesus. There will come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust and saying, where is the promise of his coming? May I tell you that every scoffer himself is a sign of the coming of Jesus? He himself becomes a sign of the coming of Jesus because the Bible prophesied this scoffer would come. And I want to say to any of you who might be going through the television channels and you pause for a while just to say what this nut will say. You can laugh your way into hell, but you can't laugh your way out once you get there. You can scoff if you wish. Our world is a scoffing world. And the late night comedians and others get their jollies making fun of Bible-believing Christians and the second coming of Jesus Christ. But not only is it a scoffing world, it's also a sinning world. Look again in verse 3, if you will. Scoffers walking after their own lust. May I tell you why people scoff? Because they're walking after their own lust. You show me a person who ridicules the Word of God, who ridicules the things of God, and I'll show you a person with the devil's initials carved in his heart. I'll show you a woman covered with the slimy fingerprints of sin. Every time you find a scoffer, you'll find somebody walking after his or her own lust. The present world, Peter says, is a scoffing world. It is a sinning world, and it is a sentenced world. This world is destined, friend, for fire. Reserved unto fire, verse 7 says. So don't fall too much in love with this world. It has the sentence of death on it. Water the first time, fire the second time. But this world is destined for judgment. It is destined for fire. So don't fall in love with it.